talking about the Titans here. The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. And it's gone. It is Bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with Eric, Chaos Chris, Dalt, and Ballpark Tommy. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
I don't even know what to say. Like, I have so many fingers to point at people throughout this entire game that really just absolutely blew this game, that absolutely stunk up this game. And it was just like one of those games where it was fake comeback gimmick followed by just pathetic loss. And granted, we won the series. I mean, that's all you can really ask for. Asking for a sweep is, nice, but it's not to be expected. But this was it was a very, in my opinion, reasonably winnable game going into the extra innings. And just the decisions that were made by management, the errors that were made by players in the field was just ridiculous. But what's up, everybody? Eric, also known as Shard, here at the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show. And gentlemen, what a pathetic loss.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. It was bad. I don't even know what to say. I mean, like you said, asking for a sweep is a lot, and I'm thankful we won the series. But when we have a rally going and a comeback that could happen, not connecting with it really disappoints. I'm at a loss of words still.
It is. Friday, you got any opening thoughts?
Yeah, all I gotta say is, I mean, our offense fought back. I say fought back from being down by like 6 runs at one point in the game,
right?
And then fought back again after being down 2 in the ninth, and then tried to dig ourselves out of a 3-run hole, and then poof, and we fell short.
Right. Well, before we get into anything, Fratty, I'm going to let you continue. But we have our segment coming up with our boy, Fratty.
Yo, Fratty, give him the business. Only in South Philly. Only at Fratty's Corner. It's Fratty's Corner.
You're on mute, Fratty. You're on mute.
It's Sunday at 5:59 p.m. here on Star Wars night. May the 4th be with us all. May the 4th be with the Phillies, because that was just a heartbreaking loss. And I said on the show a couple days ago about Carlos Hernandez. He, in my honest opinion, he needs to go. He is just, and I said that, like I said, I'll repeat it again. I said it a couple days ago. He's the one bullpen guy that should go, not Jordan Romano. Carlos Hernandez is he's just terrible. His ERA this year is almost 7. His ERA in his career dating back to 2020, we all know what happened in that year. Over 5 in his career, which is horrible and beyond disgraceful. Like, who has a bad bullpen ERA? It's probably among one of the top 10 worst bullpen ERAs out of the active players. I'm just assuming, but I'm just guessing he's one of the worst arms out of the bullpens in the last 5 years. I don't understand. I don't understand why the Phillies signed him, to be honest, because if we make Ren October, he is he's just no good. And but that's my complaint on Carlos Hernandez. In regards to the offense overall, I have no complaints with the offense.
Really? Really? None at all, Fratty? No complaints at all?
No complaints except for JT
I'm
today.
surprised.
JT and then Trey Turner, I think he was like 0 for 5 before. I think he got a hit. I think he got a hit in, I think, the 10th inning.
No, nope,
No.
not at all. Not in the 10th.
Not in the 10th.
No.
There was so much going on in that inning. But yeah, Trey Turner was struggling today. He went back down to earth again, and then all that, and here we are. We go back down. We go to Tampa Bay. We go where it's warm. We go on the spring training field. Here's what I think is going to happen on this upcoming road trip. We win the series. We don't sweep the Rays. We take 2 against Tampa, and I don't want to be negative here. I think we're losing. We only win 1 against the Guardians next weekend.
Right. Yeah, maybe. Well, Friday, I appreciate you hopping on, man. Always a pleasure to have you. And as always, this was Friday's Corner.
Yo, Friday, give him the business. Only in South Philly. Only at Friday's Corner. It's Friday's Corner.
And with that, we're going to get into our main topics. Friday, always a pleasure to have him on. But I got a special guest with me, as always, hopping on. Gavin Sweeney, dude. You gotta do a face reveal one of these days.
I know, bro. I ordered a camera on Amazon. I'm waiting for it to come in, dude. I've been waiting for like a week.
You got to do a face reveal, but man, dude, like, just what a pathetic loss. And I have a few things that Friday said that I kind of want to touch on, but like, just what a pathetic loss. I feel like this falls on a few key players as well as just management and front office in general. Because, like, I don't know if you agree with me, like I said earlier, I feel like this was a very, I don't want to say winnable game, but reasonably winnable, if that makes sense. Like, they had every chance to come back and win this game, and they blew it. They just absolutely blew it.
Yeah, bro, it was awful. I still don't know what to say. Again, I'm at a loss of words still. I'm still trying to like process and wrap my mind around what just happened. They had a rally going. They did. In the 9th, they had a rally. And then again, I mean, towards the end in the 10th, they had a couple base hits, but again, still couldn't connect. But yeah, they honestly could have won this game, truly. I know that we were down like, 5-1, but still, I still think we could have won this game.
7-1 at one point.
That's crazy.
And I mean, for them to come back is great to see, but it's just like, again, you had every chance to win this game, and it just didn't fall into our lap. But the first thing I kind of want to talk about and get into and discuss is that Ranger just he didn't look great today. Here's my thing with Ranger. I saw how he came back from injury last year. He had his back problems last year with his back spasms. He was out for a while. He was really dominant going into the season, and they even said it on the broadcast today. At this point last season, he was 6-0 on the season. He hadn't lost yet. He was dominant. They thought that he was going to start the All-Star game, and then he got injured. He didn't go to the All-Star game. But I said it from the beginning. I feel like, and I'm the biggest Taijuan Walker hater. If you guys have watched this show, you guys know that if there is anybody who hates Taijuan Walker, it is me. But I'm going to give credit where credit is due, in the sense that Taijuan Walker eats innings. Like, he just absolutely eats innings. He knows how to get out of a jam when he needs to. He can pitch when he needs to. So, like, I just think Rangers should have started out of the bullpen. They put Taijuan Walker in the bullpen. He was warming up today. They said he wasn't going to be available until Tuesday. But we're going to get into this in a second because I have a lot of things to say about management. But, like, I don't know, man. I don't think Ranger Suárez is the answer. He went 3.2 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. His ERA is a 17.18, and this is his first outing of the season. I'm very concerned. I'm concerned.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you, dude. I also think they should have had Ranger come out from the bullpen. They should have put him in the bullpen in the first place and then had his first appearance back from injury as a bullpen arm and not a starter. Granted, I mean, the first inning or two, he looked okay. He was getting strikeouts. His velocity was fine. But as time went on, you could just tell he was losing control. He was losing velocity. And you could tell he was getting uncomfortable just throwing. Like, I could tell by his face and body language and everything that something was up. So I do think they kind of rushed him into that starter spot. But yeah, with that being said, dude, Taijuan Walker, I know that he is a big contract and he's failed as a Philly multiple times, but right now in this situation with a guy coming back from an injury, you usually should have a guy like Ranger come out from the bullpen to get the groove back in, you know, like eat those 2 to 3 innings up and then build him up and then throw him back in the rotation.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think that he, like you said, I think he should have been out of the bullpen. You have, Taijuan Walker. Here's how I think it should have went. Let me back up. Taijuan Walker, you should have had go 4 or 5 innings today, and then you had Ranger Suárez go a little bit more. After that, you have him come in to close the game or see what he can do. But I don't know, man. It's very concerning. It's very disheartening to see Ranger come off of IL when he's been so dominant in the past, and for him to come in and just absolutely shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
But next topic I kind of want to talk about, next thing I want to look at, this defense today, man. Gavin, do you want to take this first? You had said a bunch in our little group chat earlier.
Yeah, dude. So the defense, all I can do is laugh about it, bro, because that's how pathetic it is. Like, honestly, you could fact check this, and that's okay, or whatever. But the defense this season has to be ranked as like the lowest qualified defensive teams in the MLB. The amount of errors that they commit in a game is unbelievable. I mean, first of all, you throw Kyle Schwarber out in left field. Okay, I mean, that's an iffy choice. I understand if you want to put Harper at DH, to give him some rest from playing in the field and whatever. Okay, but Kyle Schwarber, he's not a fielder, guys. He's not an outfielder, okay? He doesn't have that speed. He doesn't have really that vision to get it. The only thing he really has as an outfielder is a great arm. I will give him that. He has a good arm. But yeah, dude, I mean, they were hitting towards Schwarber, and I don't blame him. I mean, that's how they got on the board. But yeah, the errors again. Errors after errors after errors. Throwing errors, fielding errors. It's unbelievable. And I don't know what their defensive coach tells them or how to fix it, if it's mental, if it's physical, or what approach they need to be in. But yeah, dude, they need to fix it because most of their losses this season are caused by errors, and it's a problem.
Right. And I mean, I've said this before on the show. Ranger Suárez, granted, didn't look great tonight. He didn't look great at all. However, the defense didn't help him. Boehm had that just weird grab at third base to advance the runners. Turner just didn't have it either. Turner had that really great defensive play. What was it, like the first inning where he scooped up the ball and threw it to first really quick?
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, it was just pathetic. And then like JT Realmuto, I don't know if it was because of weird bounces when he was throwing the ball to try to catch the runner, if it was just guys not being able to scoop and catch the ball at second. but you had 2 instances where JT Realmuto was trying to catch guys stealing, and both times there was just some kind of dumb mistake on both ends where you could have had easy outs, and that just wasn't the case. The other thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to take this off the screen just for a second while we're talking about it. What the fuck was that umpire call, that challenge with JT Realmuto? Because, like, correct me if I'm wrong, he was blocking the base. The Diamondback player was blocking the base. You look at that slide, you cannot tell me that he was not blocking the base.
Yeah, he was blocking the base. In the MLB, you had to give a runner a clear path. You have to. And that's why, if you look at the play, when JT slid, he slid into his knees, which caused the third baseman to fall then, because he was standing in front of the base. He did not give JT a clear path. So yeah, he was 100% blocking the base.
Yeah, I just, like, I don't understand what that mentality was. And I'm going to say this, and this will lead us into our next topic. Rob, dude, I understand you went out there, you yelled, you made your presence known, but I need you to get more fired up, dude. Like, I want to see Rob Thomson get thrown out. And I know that sounds bad in some aspects, because you never want your manager to get thrown out because it just ruins the vibe of the whole team. But realistically, what is Rob Thomson really doing? This leads us into our next topic. Like, the guys are playing behind you, and I feel like this guy just never has any proper emotion behind this team. He never shows emotion. He never shows energy. These younger guys are coming in. They're seeing this old fart that's just going with the motions. And I have a few things I kind of want to touch on with Rob Thomson, but like just pitching bullpen errors, not knowing how to create a proper lineup. I mean, you look at Stott, you look at Stott and Kepler, that have been hot. I mean, I was at the game yesterday and Kepler looked absolutely hot yesterday. I don't understand why he decides to sit guys when they're hot. I just don't get it. He's not a bad manager, but he's not good either. And I can't stand it when, you look at the game today. I don't understand why you put fucking Alvarado in the 10th there. We knew he didn't have it in the 9th inning when he let up runs. I don't understand that. He uses guys way too early. I probably would have went Romano, then Strom, then Kerkering, or flip Strom and Kerkering. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't understand it. It's pathetic. And I'll give him this. I'll give Rob this. There's only so much you can do when your front office and Dave Dombrowski doesn't know how the fuck to construct a bullpen. This is probably one of the worst bullpens I have seen out of this Phillies team in years. And granted, this Phillies team has had some really bad bullpens in previous years, right? Like, this bullpen has been atrocious previously, don't get me wrong. But you had every opportunity to go out there and get guys that were free agents. And you let Jeff Hoffman go, who's in Toronto right now, just absolutely on fire. He has a shit ton of saves. His ERA is low. You let Carlos Estevez, which Carlos wasn't great, but he 8 innings and he got you saves when he needed to. You let both of them go. And then you bring in guys like Carlos Hernandez, who absolutely stinks. You bring in, I was going to say Romano, but Romano has been pretty decent recently. You bring in like Joe Ross, which again, Joe Ross has been decent. But this bullpen just stinks. It absolutely stinks. And I just don't understand his mentality. Yesterday, I'm sitting there at the game. I get an alert on my phone. I thought we were going to possibly somehow maybe bring back Spencer Turnbull, but you know where he signed? The Blue Jays. So I just don't understand Dave Dombrowski's mentality. My hope is that at the trade deadline, they get Ryan Helsley from the Cardinals. I would like that. I think Ryan Helsley is a decent reliever, closer. I would like to see Dave be more aggressive at the trade deadline. But you know what he's going to do, Gavin? He's going to go out and find some washed up guy who either doesn't know how to pitch, doesn't know how to outfield, or lets his phone fall out of his pocket and gets suspended, because that's what he's done the past couple of years.
Yeah.
What is your take on Rob and Dave?
It's the same old story. I mean, Rob has had terrible bullpen management since 2023. I mean, he shut down 2023 in the NLCS and the previous series before. So this is a known thing with Rob. It needs to be fixed. I still can't understand what goes through his mind with the reliever he brings in at certain times. So I would like to see them get another arm by the deadline, at least one or two. That would be a great addition to the bullpen, especially losing Hoffman and Estevez. I thought they were going to at least bring one of them back, but when they didn't, I remember saying to you, like, this bullpen this season is going to be an issue now. So yeah, the bullpen needs to be fixed. It's brutal. The management needs to be fixed. That sucks too. It does make me curious, though, about the Andrew Pena news, because if his start goes well with Lehigh Valley this coming week, it's gonna boil up some things. I must say with the media, some stuff is gonna be boiled up if they throw Pena in the bullpen or even Ranger. We don't know yet because I doubt they'll do a 6-man rotation. But yeah, bullpen needs to be fixed.
Yeah, this bullpen absolutely concerns me. Like, there's nights where they're on it, they're fine. I mean, even tonight, really, I mean, the bullpen was fine up until Alvarado. Like, Kirkring came in, was fine. Romano after that, they both pitched. Wow, I honestly just had a tongue twister. Kirkring 1.1 inning pitch, no runs. Romano an inning, no runs. Strom an inning. Ross an inning, no runs. So they all looked fine. You used up a lot of your bullpen, but we have an off day tomorrow. But Alvarado comes in, 1.1 innings pitched, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. He just, again, didn't have it. And you gave him the 9th inning. He didn't have it. Then you bring him in for the 10th inning. He didn't have it. This is just another instance of Rob Thomson not knowing when to properly change out pitchers, to pull guys, to just make smart managerial decisions. And if this is going to be another season of just mediocrity from Rob Thomson, he's got to go. I understand he signed an extension, and I think he's here through 26, 27, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if he's not producing, he's got to go. Like, he's had, what is this, 3 seasons now where you had the World Series, you lost. You got to the NLCS, you lost. You got to the NLDS, again, you lost. You've had back-to-back seasons where you've been on the doorstep of possibly either winning a World Series or making your way to a World Series to try to win, and you haven't been able to do it. And I need this front office and Dave Dombrowski or whoever's in charge, John Middleton, to really put their foot down and say, that's it. You're out the door. You're fired. Have a nice day. Pack your bags. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, if you would have told me that, Rob Thomson was going to be here and get us a World Series championship, then sure, like, he can stay. But it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. But last thing I kind of want to talk about, this was just a stupid loss. Absolutely stupid loss. Again, Carlos Hernandez there in the end, really? Like, that's the best you can do, Rob? I get it, Tanner Banks wasn't available, but I feel like you should have probably had Taijuan Walker warming up a little bit sooner and had him available ready to go. Because I feel like if Taijuan came in, you probably possibly would have had a better chance. I feel like this was a very obtainable win that just went down the drain really fast there towards the end. You got the series win, so I'll give it to you, but it would have been nice to sweep. I mean, the Diamondbacks team is a really great team. They're a really good team, don't get me wrong. Really young talent, but this team has given you issues the past couple years, and it would have been nice to sweep them. I mean, it would have been nice, but I feel like that's asking for too much. Again, congrats to the Diamondbacks. I mean, you got to win, whatever. You're a good team. You're full of young talent, so I'll give you props there. But yeah, man, like this is just pathetic. And I'm gonna say this: Trey Turner, what are you doing, dude? Like 10th inning, right? 10th, was it the 9th or the 10th? I think it was the 10th, right?
Yeah, it was the 10th.
Like, it was ball 4. You swing at it, you get out. Bryce Harper comes up again, trying to play hero ball as usual. I feel like, that's just his thing. Like, he hit a home run today. I thought he was going to be back. He went 2 for 5 today. But, like, he just doesn't know how to properly lay off pitches, how to properly see the zone, to see the pitcher and the ball coming out of the pitcher's hand. I just, like, always trying to do too much with some of these guys. And then Kyle Schwarber comes up. He hits a bomb. I think it's a 1-run deficit. So, again, very obtainable. But if Trey Turner, again, would have gotten on base and Kyle Schwarber came up and hit that bomb, it would have been a tie game. We probably maybe would have been sitting here saying that the Phillies won, possibly, not saying it's given, but could have very well been a different outcome.
Yeah, 100%. Because after that, Cassie had a base hit, JT had a base hit, Bohm had one. Like, we had that rally going. So, again, we're thankful that they won the series, but people need to understand when your team, when you can see that they're forming a rally and the comeback is happening, when they don't connect with that, especially with the potential of this lineup, it really disappoints us. Like, it infuriates us because we know that they're capable of walking this off. We know that. And again, going back to the bullpen, why is Jose Alvarado in the 10th inning with 30 pitches thrown? Like, I don't understand why he's in the game when he's thrown 30 pitches. It does not make sense to me. It does not add up at all. And with Harper, I love Bryce Harper, bro. Like, we all love Harper. Don't get us wrong, okay? He's, he's acknowledged that he's frustrated with his playing. He knows. But dude, he needs to understand that he is a 2-time MVP, okay? He has proven that he is a top hitter in baseball. You are not going to get balls that are pitched well in the zone. They are going to try to make you to chase, okay? They're going to try to, swing at bullshit low in the zone. They're going to walk you because they don't want to face you because they know that you're capable of taking them yard. So he needs to lay off the hero ball game and lay off on pitches and just work it count because he is not going to get good balls thrown at him. He needs to understand that. But yeah, with that being said, man, it's just a frustrating loss overall.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, but honestly, I'm going to say this before I kind of close it out here. I expect nothing less from this Phillies team. It just, like, we both said it. I mean, it just seemed like this was a loss from probably about the 3rd inning on, and for them to come back was great. I mean, get the team hype, get us pumped, make us believe in you. But realistically, I mean, Gavin and I have a Diamondbacks friend, and we texted him and, like, I think it was like the 4th inning and just said GG. And he texted us back and he's like, "What are you talking about? It's only the 4th inning." And, like, granted for him, I mean, we did come back, but it just, as realistic fans, I feel like Gavin and I both know when a loss is a loss. So, yeah, but looking at upcoming games, we have an off day tomorrow. Let me share my screen here so you guys can see as well. We have an off day tomorrow, so we won't be on tomorrow. Looking ahead, we play the Tampa Bay Rays in their spring training stadium. So my hot take is that we see a couple of bombs in this upcoming series, hopefully, because it is a spring training stadium. But on Tuesday, we have Zach Wheeler going against Drew Rasmussen. I think that's how you say his name. Wednesday, we have Christopher Sanchez going against Shane Baz. And then on Thursday, it's Jesus Luzardo against Ryan Pepioit. I don't know how to say his name. I'm probably butchering it. But all their stats are here if you want to pause it and look or go back. I'm not going to read through it just for the sake of time. But all their stats are here. So some good pitching matchups coming up in this series. And again, we are going to play them in a spring training ballpark, the Yankees spring training ballpark that they converted for the Tampa Bay Rays. So I do think that they are going to possibly, hopefully hit some bombs out of the park. But
they better.
Yeah, they better, man. They better.
They better, dude.
I'm hoping. But that's all we have for you guys tonight. Gavin, appreciate you hopping on. If you don't follow Gavin, it is GSweens09 on Twitter. Make sure you drop him a follow. He has some great stuff on there, great takes, great breakdowns. So drop him a follow. And as always, appreciate you tuning in. Phillies lose 9-11 to the Diamondbacks. And we'll see you back here on Tuesday. Have a good night, everybody.
The Vikings.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone, and it is gone. It is Bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with Eric, Chaos Chris,